Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 24th of August, 2022. A day that definitely did not turn out to be the kind of day that I thought it was going to be. A day that completely threw us off. A day that is not very good. So, excuse me. First of all, if things look slightly different right now on camera, it's because I'm actually using a brand new tripod that had been in storage for 8 years. I had only used this tripod maybe a handful of times back in the day when I was filming with a camera in Connecticut. This tripod actually is better than my old one because it has what's called a gun grip. It has a handle you squeeze, and when you squeeze it like a gun, like you're holding a gun, then you can move it around and aim it around, which is really neat. It is going to allow me to have more flexibility. If you want to see the door or maybe my YouTube play button, if you want to see what's something in my closet, I can move it around and aim it around the room on the fly. I can even spin it completely 360 and show you the whole room now if I want, which is really cool. But you may say to yourself, why did Phil find this tripod today? Because, ladies and gentlemen, today I was hit with two, not one, but two false copyright strikes against DSPGaming. As I've explained to you guys over the weekend, people are making a concerted effort to try to ruin my business. They are trying to abuse YouTube systems to take me down. First, they tried to hit me with false community guidelines reports, which YouTube did not entertain. Instead, if there was a video that had something that they deemed was maybe, adult language or whatever, they would flag the video and say adult. But outside of that, YouTube didn't punish me for the language in my videos, and especially some of the videos that they were trying to label were anywhere from 5 to 10 years old, okay? Pretty ridiculously stupid, all right? So after that failed, they decided to move on and break the law. Let's just falsely hit Phil with bullshit copyright strikes. They tried it for 10 videos. Well, let me put it this way. I know they did more than 10, but the 10 that stuck resulted in 2 false copyright strikes against DSPGaming. So having false strikes on my channel this morning, I said, I can't just do business as usual. We got to figure out what's going on and what I can do. I immediately counterclaimed them, which means there's 2 weeks to have to pass. When 2 weeks passes, they'll just disappear. Okay? That will clear up. So then DSPGaming will be fine. The problem is, because it takes 2 weeks to clear up, if I get hit with another false strike, this channel will be suspended. Which means no videos, no streams, no nothing, can't use the channel. Even though I've done nothing wrong. Okay? That being said, I contacted YouTube, explained the whole situation, sent them information, and they said, okay, we'll get back to you within 24 hours. It has now been about 11 hours, and I haven't heard anything. Do you want me to be honest with you? I don't think we're going to hear anything. I think what it's going to be is, if they do get back to me, they're going to say, there's nothing we can do. It's our copyright policy. We have to protect our own selves from not getting sued. So you just have to wait 2 weeks. Deal with it. It's bullshit. Why should my channel be the victim of crime and they won't do anything about it? They should. And if they don't, I'm going to have to see what I can do about that. All right? Because I don't feel that it's illegal for them to basically ignore false copyright claims and think that that's enforcement of DMCA. I actually feel that that's breaking DMCA law itself, but we'll see what happens. I hope that they will help me because I gave them all the information, and it's within their power now to look at it and judge if it's real or not, which they will see it's false, and hopefully they'll just clear it up. I guess we'll see, all right? But in the meantime, I didn't know what was going to happen. Could I stream? Could I upload? Yes. I guess YouTube has either changed their policies in regards to copyright strikes, or maybe it's because my channel is so long-standing, and I'm in the partner program, and also I'm a verified partner. I don't know. But these strikes did not affect my ability to stream or upload today. I was still able to do streaming or whatever. Problem was, I was way late on my first stream because guess what? I had to clear up all this issue. Well, not clear up, but get the ball rolling on the counterclaims and talking to YouTube. So being way late, I was like, well, what are we going to do? Well, I got to do a podcast and we got to talk about what's going on. So we talked about it. All right? Full podcast is live on the channel right now. Please give it a look. If you have 2 hours to spare, watch the whole thing. If not, just in a nutshell, anything happens to this channel and you can't find it because it's been shut down for bullshit like this, go to my Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP. I'm going to announce my backup plan. Yes, I have one. I'm not just going to let everything fall apart and burn. I need to keep working. I can't just not work because I have false copyright claims. Okay? So, more information on that if anything happens. I mean, let's hope for the best. I mean, please, pray, hope, cross your fingers, cross your arms, put them into a pretzel, cross your toes, cross your legs together, that nothing else hits. And 2 weeks pass, and these strikes clear up. Or YouTube does me an actual solid and actually does the right thing and says, okay, these are false claims. We're just going to get rid of them. It's obvious they're fake. Okay? But I don't know if they're going to do the right thing or not. YouTube tends to err on the side of caution and try to protect their own butts. All right? So, today I did a 2-hour podcast when I explained everything going on. If you want the full explanation of what people are suspecting is going on with this or whatever, watch the podcast. Okay? Now, people today were incredibly supportive. Not surprising, but at the same time, overwhelming. And what I mean by that is, there's a time when, listen, I worked for 14 years building up a YouTube presence. I worked for 12 years on DSPGaming. There is no right that anyone has to break the law and take that from me with all the hard work and dedication I put into it. And the fact that people still tell me to this day, even though I'm just a small remnant of what I used to be on YouTube when it comes to any kind of popularity, when it comes to any kind of attention, right? I'm a tiny little remnant of any kind of relevance. But the people who like my content find it meaningful, find value, would be sad if I wasn't here, right? I've changed myself for the better in the last 5 years to be someone putting out meaningful content, and people appreciate that. So I'm not just going to give up because a bunch of trolls are trying to break the law, you know? So, thank you, because today people overwhelmingly supported the streams in a positive way. I am really overwhelmed with the positivity. Seriously, thank you all so very much for that. I really appreciate it, okay? So after the podcast, there was only like an hour and a half left. And I was like, what are we going to do? Well, we're not going to really do any gameplay in an hour and a half. It's not even, as long as a late stream. I have my storage ottoman over here, which is the last thing in my office to clean out. We cleaned it out. We saw there's 4 joysticks in there. There was various other things like this tripod. It was an interesting segment, about an hour and a half long. Give that a look on YouTube if you get a chance as well. And that is the conclusion of the office clean out. It's done. There's nothing left to clean. We've done it thoroughly. Hopefully we'll come back in another 10 years to do it again. All right? The late stream tonight, surprisingly enough, I was still able to stream, was Midnight Fight Express, the premiere of a new indie game. Just came out yesterday. It was a one-man show. One singular person developed this game. It's very interesting. It's basically a combat game. Think Sifu, but unlike Sifu, there's different kinds of weapons, not just, say, like martial arts weapons, but actual blades, other kind of environmental weapons, and also guns. And you can use these cool abilities to parry and counter, dodge, and do cool combos against enemies. Do top combo takedowns, environmental takedowns. All right, as you play, you unlock more abilities. The game gets more interesting. So the graphics really good. They're on par, I say, with Sifu. The music outstanding. I don't know if the guy licensed a really good soundtrack. It's exactly the kind of music you want for a beat 'em up like this. Played for 2 hours. We beat 10 levels. The game has 41 levels. 41. And each one's getting increasingly more challenging. So there's a lot to this game for a game that's free on Game Pass, let me tell you. And if you want to buy it, it's $20. This is probably the best one-man dev team game ever made. I can't believe how good it is. It's polished. I haven't had any issues with bugs or problems. It's great. I'm loving the game so far. The audience seemed to enjoy it tonight. Certainly, it's an indie-style game. It's not blowing you away with mind-blowing graphics or anything like that. There's not even any voice acting. You have to read the dialogue. But, my God, it's great. I'm really enjoying it. I was pleasantly surprised, and it was a great game for the late stream. So, oh, by the way, support was also good on the late stream today as well. So, everything today, on a day when it could have been really horrible doom and gloom, ended up being very positive and fun because people basically wanted to support me, and I really appreciate that for coming out, engaging with the content, being moral support, just as important as any other kind of support, and people definitely gave me moral support today, and also, of course, everything else. So, here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, if there's no further copyright strikes on DSP Gaming and I can stream and upload, okay? Tomorrow, it will be Saints Row 1 on the first stream like it was supposed to be today, and it'll be Multiverses on the late stream. Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week, so I hope you'll join me for that, okay? I'm not here on Friday. That's my day off for the week. I'll return on Saturday with a new release, Pac-Man World Repacked. Saturday night will be Capcom Fighting Collection, which normally would have been Friday night, but I'm not here Friday. And then Sunday, we'll do more Saints Row, and we'll pair that with another night of this really awesome Midnight Fight Express, okay? Now, again, if anything goes wrong, if the channel sits suspended, disappears, I can't stream, I can't upload, head to Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP. I will tell you there what my backup plan is. Okay? Fair enough? Guys, thank you so very much for your support. Hopefully everything goes fine overnight and I'm still here tomorrow. Please enjoy the content in the meantime, and let's hope for the best. Thank you as always for your support, and I'll see you in the morning, hopefully. Peace out.